Hello, everybody. Queen Lenora. Yes, the same day, different location. Okay, so I just was having a debate on Facebook. So there was this statement that somebody put up. It was like a meme or a picture, and it was like, "You're a Christian, and your daughter is getting married to another woman. Should you go? Would you go?" And everybody was saying no, no, no. And I was like, I would. That's my daughter. She's getting married. I'm going to be there. I might not agree with what she's doing, but I'm going to support her and love her. And I'm like, and we all sin. Everybody sins. There's not a day that we don't sin. And how dare you guys don't support and love me because it's a sin. But why do we always nitpick on people being gay? That is like getting on my nerves. Like, gay is the biggest sin there is in the world. No, the biggest sin is to worship another God before Him. This is kind of why I'm not a Christian. I just want everybody to know that I'm not a Christian because of this. Not that I'm not a Christian. No, I'm not a Christian. I love Yahweh. I accepted His Son into my life. I am born again, and that, but as a Christian, I think that's a title that I cannot be participant in because people are so judgmental and they feel they have a right to judge people. And I'm like, if God tells you to come as you are, then why not come as you are? You know what I mean? I think it's one of those things that you need to come as you are. And when you come as you are, I remember my pastor said, he said, come as you are. God wants you to come any way you are, broken. If you're a whore, if you're a robber, if you're a thief, a murderer, gay, a liar, a person that covets, a person that cheats on their spouse, any of that, He wants you to come and He wants to change you. Because if you change yourself, you're not going to give Him credit for it. And if He's made of love, then I'm going to love you regardless. I don't have to agree with you. My kids do a lot of stuff that I do not agree with. But I love and support them. And like I told the person, I said, my child had a baby. He was not married, so he was having sex outside of marriage and got the girl pregnant. Was I happy with him? Did I agree with that? No. But I love and support him. And he's doing everything he can to be a great father and supporting her. He helped her through her pregnancy, what she needed and everything. He was there. He went to every doctor's appointment until Corona came. That last one, he was hot that he couldn't go to the last one. And so, but he was there for everything, the birth, everything. She had to have a C-section. He was there for her the whole time. Just been a wonderful, better than most men in the world. And I think it's because of the way we raised him. Now, I told him plenty of times, I was like to tell you married. I told him plenty of times to that. But he did it his own way because he's his own person. But how dare me as a mom not be supportive? So when the girl's mom found out she had married, she got mad and angry. And I was mad too. I'm not going to sit here and act like I just didn't react to it like I thought I was. Because I never know how I'm going to react. That's why I was telling people, you don't know how you're going to react until it happens because you don't know. But she was mad and angry, and that was one thing my son was able. My mom, yeah, she was mad, she was disappointed and everything, but she's been supportive the whole time, And the mother, of course, came around and was very supportive of her daughter as well, but she has every right to be mad at the time. So I'm like thinking to myself, it's why do we get to pick if you're Christian and you're following the Bible? Because I'm not a Christian and I follow the Bible because I love Yahweh and I accepted His Son into my life to become a child of His. And I feel like we should be like on the same team. But where do you read in the Bible that that's the biggest sin? Like, it's almost like you say you can worship any other God before Him, but you better not be gay. Who comes up with this? And why is it that? I think it's one of the most ignorant things in my life. And I have never understood it. And people always go, well, you must have somebody in your family that's gay. Or you must have somebody that's in there. That's why you're so hardcore on it. No, I'm hardcore on it because it's wrong. Who am I to judge you? I got too much of my own to judge. I do things that is horrible in the eyes of God all the time, every day of my life. But He forgives me. He loves me, and He accepts me. And I tell Him, if you don't like what I'm doing, Lord, you're going to take it, because I don't have the strength to take it. I like what I'm doing if it's wrong. There's some things like before I met my husband, and before I decided not to have sex anymore, I had sex, and I was like, it had to be good to me. If it wasn't good to me, then I wasn't going to have sex, because I'm not going to hell to be having sex, and it's only good to you, and it ain't good to me. That was my philosophy. That was my brain cells working for me. Didn't say it's right. Just telling what. Then I just felt like, Lord, if you don't want me to have sex anymore, then you're going to take care of it, because I do enjoy sex. So you're going to have to take the feeling away from me. Now, I never thought because I had sex outside of marriage that I was better than the person that was gay or lesbian, because I'm not. I just had sex outside of marriage. The sin is the same cost. So it's like you going to get you a fries over a burger, but the fries and the burger cost the same amount of money. It's still the same cost. That's how the sin is. So anyway, I told him. So then I got mad. So I don't know if that was him. He made me mad at men, period. So I was mad at men all the way through. So I'm not having sex anymore. I'm done. And the moment I said I'm not having sex anymore, and I'm done. And I was really strong. Like, a guy came up and I was like, no. We have been off and on together for a while. Nope. So I meet my husband, and he had heard women say it all the time. I'm not having sex till I'm get married, and then they be ready to jump his bone. And so he was trying. I was like, oh, I'm not having sex till I'm married. And so he just automatically assumed I was like those other girls, but he didn't know I was going through something, and I wasn't having sex, period. Because I was like, I want to be settled down. I want to be married. And mind you, you got to understand, I was just married. And I felt like I was divorced at the time, but I guess I wasn't. I even called the courts. They said I was and everything. And I wasn't. So I was going through some things, and I put him through hell and back. But we did not have sex. Matter of fact, he'll tell you with the same anger that we didn't have sex until a couple of days, like a week after we got married. So, but I was so stronghold about it that I didn't have sex. But does that make me better than the next person? Just because I didn't have sex with my husband before marriage didn't mean I didn't have sex before I was married before. Does that make me better than the person? Or if I did have sex before marriage and we got married, does it make me different because now you had sex before you married as a gay person, but now that you get married, it's the abomination. Even though God might not want two men to be married or together, or two women to be married or together, they got married. So they're married into this, and that's what it is. And if God didn't want them to, and they love God, and they have a relationship with God, and they have that, God would move that desire from them. We got the nerves to judge and wonder why every time somebody gets mad at us and we don't do something right, they always say, because they always do that to me, and you're a Christian. And then I'd be like, no, I'm not. Because for some reason, people feel like if you're a Christian, you're perfect. I am nowhere near close to being a Christian. So then when I say, and you're not, then they go like this. This is the part that gets me. You don't believe in God? You don't love God? All the time I know you? I said, I never said that. You said, and you're a Christian. And I said, no, I'm not. I've done told you guys over a year, I'm not a Christian. I took the title away from me. I'm not a Christian. I'm not. Because I can't go by the rules of Christianity. Christianity's rules is too hard for me. I'm going by the rules of the Bible. The Bible is very simple. And it does say you need to congregate together and to give each other. I'll go to church. Just because I'm not a Christian don't mean I won't go to church. I'll go to church. I do that. I get with my fellow people that are Christians and I praise the Lord. I pray with them. I just am not a Christian because I can't abide by the rules. And the rules that they set in the church is not the rules that I see in the Bible. But then you got the people go, well, that's a white man's Bible, and that was to hold us down to slavery. Did you see how it would say slave in there? And I'm like, yeah, but their term of slave is totally different than the term of slave that you're talking about. Their term of slave is called workers. Our term of slave is not called workers. So it's just all these different things that you got to understand. So I was just going back and forth with this person, and to tell the person I love them regardless if we disagree or not. But I'm just not going to sit here and get mad at my child for this sin. When my child did a whole bunch of other sins, I did a whole bunch of other sins, and I'm not just going to nitpick on because you're gay and you got married while you're gay, and that's why I'm not going to the wedding. That's, to me, doesn't make sense. And it's funny because nobody likes what I say, and you think, oh, that bothers me. It doesn't. It makes me laugh because I know that the more nobody agrees with me, the more I'm on track, the more I'm there, the more that I got it. So I don't know. What is your guys' opinion? You guys can yell at me. You can get mad at me. You can talk about me. You can get mad that I said I'm not a Christian. Oh, whatever. Just tell me what you think. Because I'm a positive person and I love the Lord. I love Yahweh. I accepted his son. You call him Jesus. I call him Yahshua now. I'm just calling names that they are, because this is my world, And I don't judge you for still saying God and Jesus because it's the same person. Just to me, God is his title. I'm calling him by his name because I need him to be, when I need something fixed, I need to be fixed, and he still works with God. But, somebody brought it to my attention and I agree with it and I loved it and I said it, So I just want you to know, please drop a note and tell me how you feel on my discussion. And I hope you listen to the whole thing. Don't take nick pieces and then respond to it. Listen to the whole thing and then respond to it. Because I know when I say I'm not a Christian, that's going to blow you guys out. Okay, so anyway, love you. And remember to love and live each day as if it were your last. Smooches.